Free presented by Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. Post-game reaction now in the Knicks locker room, beginning with Josh Hart.
Josh, so the team outscored the Sixers 19-12 in the fourth quarter. What changed defensively?
I think our intensity picked up, attention to detail picked up. Kel did a great job that second half on Maxey. Deuce came in, gave good minutes. So we were flying around. We're happy with it.
When it was announced that Joel Embiid was out, how much did the game plan change, or not at all?
No, obviously it changed because obviously you're game planning for someone like that, of his caliber. And then when he goes out, you knew, that's just more opportunity for other guys to step, other guys to get shots, get minutes, stuff like that. So you knew they were going to come out with unbelievable sense of urgency. Obviously, also, losing game one. So, they played great. Luckily, we were able to, get enough stops down the stretch to, get a win.
Josh, winning any playoff game is not easy. How did you guys finish it off in the fourth, in your opinion?
I think we were just focused on getting stops. Getting stops, and when you got guys like JB, Cat, obviously Kel hit big shots in that fourth. You got guys like that. Offensively, they're going to be able to, get to their spots and they're going to knock down shots. So it was just like, let's go out there, get stops, and finish with rebounds.
Josh, they're making a concerted effort to try to get Cat and Huck in foul trouble. What are you seeing in terms of what they're doing, and how can you guys, I guess, keep them from getting in foul trouble like that?
What do you mean? How can we keep? At a certain point, Cat got to make sure he's disciplined on, some of these drives of showing his hands and doing those kind of things. That's nothing that we can do in terms of game plan kind of thing. So obviously he has to do that, and but that's all of us. Obviously he had some fouls, but I had fouls. I think OG had fouls. Hakapudi had fouls. Everyone had fouls, bro. So we all got to be have a better attention to detail on keeping them off the free throw line.
Mikal, what was the game plan against Tyrese Maxey tonight? Because you guys did a really good job. Obviously, you're not going to hold him down, but what did you guys do to contain him?
Just try to make it tough on him. You know how great Tyrese is, his ability to score, be a threat, all three levels, and be able to pass too. So just try to make it difficult on him.
It's a very choppy game, a lot of whistles. How hard is it to kind of find a rhythm in a game like this?
It's tough, but we just got to be better, especially us. Fouling. I think just on all of us, got to be better without fouling, but yeah.
When it was announced that Joel was out, how much did that affect your game plan?
Obviously, scouting-wise, how their offense is was a little different, but, knowing what they're going to do and, they going to get out and means more opportunities for guys like Maxey and Paul. And VJ and, everybody, Kelly, everybody. So we just got to be locked in even more and just stay with it.
Nick
mentioned, I know we asked you about Maxey, but just kind of the team defense in general in the fourth, just holding them to 12 points. What was working so well? Yeah,
I think everybody's being on the string. Everybody being aggressive and stepping up for one another.
You guys had the game on a 13-3 run. What was the key down the stretch there, or the conversation in that final timeout to close things out?
Just get stops. The time is on our side right now, and being up 4 points, 6 points, and just getting stops is all that matters.
Mikal, Knicks fans are going to show up in Philly. What's the mindset going down to Philly up 2-0?
Just play desperate, and be even better than what we did today. We just got to keep being better and, not worry that we're up 2.
Is back from across the street. Monica McNutt is still across the street. We say hello to her. She's inside the Garden. Monica, what are you thinking about here as the Knicks go up 2-0?
I was trying to find my stat on the fourth quarter for the Sixers. We know that Jalen Brunson had 8 big points in the fourth quarter, and Karl-Anthony Towns had 9 big rebounds in that fourth quarter. I had a stat going into the fourth that Tyrese Maxey was 1 of 4 from the field at one point in the fourth quarter. So obviously those guys struggled. I think, Peter, honestly, this game played out about as I anticipated outside of the last-minute news in terms of Mitchell Robinson not being available. We knew the Sixers were going to play fast. We know that the Sixers do not have depth. So by the time this game got to the fourth quarter, you saw the Knicks, this time, that veteran poise and the chemistry of having been here before show up in a different way, and they were able to get it done.
Yeah, Monica, that was the part I was going to talk most about, because it's the thing I noticed about that game, especially early on, with a lot of whistles and a lot of frustration in the arena and a lot of complaining. We have seen this team in past years and in the past get frustrated with officiating. did not see that in this game. They played through that and just stayed kind of mentally strong throughout. Like I said, I know that's a small thing, but I still think it was a big reason why they were there at the end and was able to put this game away. Don't you think? We've seen this before, right?
I agree with you, Han, and I would actually offer, I'm going to just set this down real quick. I'm on TV. Can you not yell? Excuse me. Anyway, that was spree, y'all. I agree with you in that, Alan, but I also think the veterans sort of rubbed off on some of the young guys, if you will. Okay, so your starting center gets into foul trouble, but I thought Ariel Hukporti came in and played with the poise and an energy that sort of rubbed off, right? This one felt like, to a degree, let's just survive the press from the Sixers, and that's what the Knicks were, in fact, able to do down the stretch. I just think having the trust with one another, especially late when you needed to break presses, when you needed to understand that the Sixers were making that last push in terms of intensity, trying to foul, turn you over, being able to be poised, avoid late turnovers, knock down free throws late, and just finish out this ball game, all of that is a testament to this group's experience in this moment.
I agree with you guys. There was tension in the building in the first half.
Yes.
Like the fans were kind of like, whoa, okay, Philly's actually showed up in this one. It's a lot different than game one when it was just the New York Knicks party. Don't you think it was a little bit of feeling out between the fans and also the Knicks in trying to orchestrate how do we attack this team with no Joel Embiid on the floor?
So, Wally, let me spin this back to you because I agree. And I think one of the things, you guys know I love talking with the fans via social media, but a lot of the comments today, especially after the news of Joel Embiid came down, included that the Knicks should take this game easily. And my thing is, and Wally, please speak to this, what is easily in a postseason, right? Like, I think there's so very few teams that really have that head and shoulders talent above, right? I expected the Knicks to win this basketball game, but I don't know what easily is in a postseason. I think the margins of error obviously shrink, and so 2 to 3 possessions, that's a big deal, each possession in a postseason game.
Yeah, and I honestly think that the Sixers are a better team without him because we watched him on the floor, and he is not 100%. He's not moving at all. He can't protect the basket. He can't guard pick and roll. The Knicks put him in actions, and his head was spinning. And then offensively, he can't make a shot unless it's a free throw because he doesn't have his legs. He doesn't have his base. He doesn't have strength in his legs, and his legs are compromised, and they're all banged up. So to me, I really felt like this was going to be a tougher game, and this would be a tougher series, I firmly believe, unless Joel Embiid miraculously gets healthy in one day for the next game to beat the Sixers without him out there on the floor.
All right, Monica, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good, guys.
Nick Nurse, of course, working with a heavy heart, wasn't with the team yesterday because of the funeral for his brother who unexpectedly passed away last week.
Well, lead is nice, but it's not going to be easy down in Philly. They're going to be ready.
Game 3 is Friday night. Back now here from the Corner 3, presented by Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. Post-game reaction now in the Knicks locker room.